We'll keep our very questionable 7. I do like a Predator Ooze. Hey, look. It's a little green guy. I have little green guys. Like a Dryad Militant. I think his plan is really to get bigger green guys. Yes. Well. Sweet. Okay. Okay, we'll hit for 2. And Tusker. Garruk! Oh my. He's got so much mana now. That's really impressive. Yep. Garruk Wild Speaker. It's wild. Oh my goodness. Wow. Alright. I'm a bit at a loss, except there's nothing in any graveyards. We'll take a little break to kill Garruk. I bet he blocks. And trade there. We can aspect this guy. I think it's worth it. Aspect for a Garruk. Pesky Planeswalker. And then we can still get another Tusker. Predator Ooze has to wait a turn. Alright, still got plenty of land mana. It's only got 1 card though. Garruk was just going to keep giving him value. He should have put out a 3/3 just to protect him, I think. He didn't even use his Arbor Elf. Yes, there is 9. Ooh. Entwined. Wow. You didn't cast Emrakul. Fuck me. Yes, you called it well before I did. Tooth and nail, sweet combo. Alright. We're so toast. Alright, well... That was a good game. We have ways to get around this. Namely, we'll just get rid of his enchantments, and we'll get rid of his guys. We'll cut some of our smaller guys. That. Down to 20 creatures. That's fine. Alright. We will be on the play. We'll see if our sideboarding helps us at all. Alright. We have no creatures. 0 action. Gut Shot doesn't kill his 1/2 untapper. It does kill his 1/1 Arbor Elf. So hopefully he plays that, because I want to blow that guy up. Yes. Good. Right now. Right now. Go away. Alright. Predator Ooze is going to be so happy if I ever get to cast Prey Upon on him. If I ever get to cast him, he's going to be really happy. But I won't. Back to Nature is going to be happy too. What? Bollocks. Oh, this deck hates me so much. I'm used to playing Pauper with, like, you know, 16 land in a Stompy deck, and I play 22 land, and it's all over the place. It feels so weird. Yeah, we saw Garruk. He may have come in right after I killed Garruk last game. But we definitely saw him. I imagine Nykthos is in there too. God, I want to kill the hell out of all these guys. I just need some action. Alright. Predator Ooze is going to do so much work. So much work. Predator Ooze plus Prey Upon is like my favorite thing. In mono green. Scavenging Ooze. Is there a guy in here? That's my Gut Shot. Okay, there's no creatures in any graveyards at the moment. Double Scavenging Ooze. It's fairly aggressive. This guy needs to be bigger. We need to get our Baloth this turn, though. I don't like being this tapped out. But I like having one big blocker. Here comes... Ooh. He gets a creature, and he gains 7 life. Alright. What does he get for 1 creature? Eternal Witness. Of course, now he's got to Big old witness chain. Okay. Unless we kill them both. That can happen. Strangle Rootgeist. So Geist is not very secure. We can kill an ooze. But the oozes just keep coming back. We have to kill the witnesses more than anything. He's probably going to protect those pretty well. We'll make our predator ooze keep getting bigger. He's not going to block. Scavenging Ooze just kills Undying. Yep. Oh man, he has Primal Command back. That's nuts. Triple Scavenging Ooze. Really want to kill. Okay. Good. Yes, yes, you're tapped. I understand. Okay, time to start applying a little bit of pressure. This guy wants to keep attacking. And the Geist wants to attack. So I really want to just kill that guy and keep my 2/1. Otherwise his oozes just get way too big. We can't let that happen. It's a sad use for aspect of Hydra. We do a little damage. Our Predator Ooze get nice and big and indestructible. Do we want to take out the other Witness, or do we want to take out an Ooze, or do we want to take out the Elf? Oh no. I wonder if he got rid of the whole enchantment ramp thing and just went for some sort of straight recursion green aggro list, because he knew I'd bring these in. That would be very tricksy. There's the other Witness. Bringing back what? Witness. Yeah. I hate Eternal Witness. Okay, I think that that's insane. That card's good. And getting an Arbor Elf back. Well, fine. He doesn't care because he has an Eternal Witness in his hand. Yeah, we're down to 10. He's up to 25, so we can leave one blocker back. 5, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 20, 21 damage. He's got lethal if I just go in for it, though. I guess we just chill. Yep, Arbor Elf, Satyr. You still have these guys. You must still have those enchantments around. Last card in his hand's an Eternal Witness. If he does this, my ooze gets bigger. You can bring them all back, of course. Yep. Let's not forget I have this as a blocker. Yeah, as long as he's bringing him back, then he can't really make his scavenging oozes bigger. Except for getting rid of the other scavenging ooze. He's got 2 Eternal Witnesses in his hand. 1. And a land. Alright. Yep, there's the Eternal Witness getting back the other Eternal Witness. In the meantime, he's just getting lots and lots of land. Slowly but surely, he'll just hardcast Emrakul, right? That's what I would do. Such a bad top deck most of the time. 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, plus 8, we have 21. 21 damage in hand. If he ever gives me the opportunity to get through with everybody. Seems unlikely. 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, plus 8. 24. Alright, so there is that. This is not a mana ability. Oh, that's nice. I guess it doesn't matter too much. That was bad timing. Why would I do that? So he's both those guys. My question is whether or not he'll get his witness to bring back the overgrowth now. Which I bet he does. And then I'll blow it up again. So maybe it's going to work out well for me. Now he's getting Primal Command. But He doesn't have the mana he needs. Because I blew up his Overgrowth. But he's going to gain 7 life again. And search his library for another creature. Reveal it, put it into his hand, and shuffle his library. Put target non-creature permanent on top. Target player shuffles his or her graveyard into their library. Huh. I assume those things don't happen that often. Maybe number 2. Obstinate Baloth. He just went for a 4/4 guy. It's a little weird, right? That's all he's got. All his witnesses are out. I mean, he's probably got another one in his deck. Oh, he's just trying to get enough guys to beat me down, huh? He's got 37 and I've got 10. Yes, experiment 1, evolve! Alright. He does have one Arbor Elf in his graveyard. There's no creatures in my graveyard. At least I got to blow up an enchantment. 17, 13. Okay. Hmm. 10 mana. He's getting ready just to hard cast something big. That's a little tough. That could help. We'll see. Gotta have a guy with trample. So we've seen trample, about 1 billion aspect of hydras. His army is trying to be bigger than my army. Staring each other down. What is going to break this stalemate? He's got 14 mana. 1 off from hardcasting Emrakul. And then my Aeons are going to be torn, man. Now he's a creature. That was silly. Nice try, though. Alright, so we got another Vines. Just hanging out. 12, 6, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. Plus 12 is 33. It doesn't even matter at this point. But it kind of matters. Alright, there's my aspect of Hydra. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. It's plus 12, plus 12. And honestly, it's got to go on the companion. Everything's got to get through with him. So 3, 12, 15, plus 12 is 27. We're 10 off. We need one more aspect of Hydra, and I think we can kill him just with the Garruk's Companion. Unless he does something really weird. If he swings in. Vines. Man, that's so mana intensive. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can't even cast all those lines. Okay. We have to be careful. Scavenging Ooze gets too big. He could totally do nasty things. What he needs to do is attack me with guys that die so he can make Scavenging Oozes scary. I want to Vines once. Like so. This gets a little damage in. Yep. Yep. Make those oozes big. He gave up on Infinite Witnesses. He still doesn't like his chances. I still like my chances. If I see... Is there a stop on my upkeep? He's gonna do some sort of hijinks. No creatures in my graveyard. My creatures don't want to go. What happened? Waiting for Mistness. Mistness lost connection. Alright, we might actually still get there. As overwhelming as this looks, as many more synergies as he has, we could eventually stomp through. So let's look at the damage again. He's not going to let anything through. We only have our trample guy, really. We still have 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, it says it right there. Okay. 12, 15 plus another 12 is still 27. We're 6 damage shy. That is another aspect of Hydra. More Predator Oozes or Leatherback Baloths to make this aspect of Hydra bigger. That would also work. But this is the list we're playing. It is a super duper budget modern Stompy list. It's practically a silver black list. We've got Rootbound Crag in here pretty much solely to turn on Ancient Grudge, because I took out Creeping Corrosion from the sideboard because it was too expensive for me. Because I'm cheap. We only have the 2 aspects of Hydra, so getting the other one this game would be really nice. Otherwise, you got your Experiment ones, you've got your Militants for 1-drops, Geist Tusker Companion for 2-drops, Baloth, Ooze, and Finks for 3-drops. We took out Thrun the Last Troll, who was a 4-drop pick. I feel like we could actually run this list with 2 fewer land. Maybe 1 fewer land. And be okay. But we're 0-2 with the list. So being on a super duper budget, not necessarily doing us any favors right now. I'm a little sad that Mistness took off. So hopefully he comes back over. The Pauper list that we were running yesterday. You can check out the videos. There's highlights here on Twitch, or you can check out the videos on YouTube. This was the Stompy list we put together. It's the Stompy list that Dan's playing in the Pauper Gauntlet. So if you've been following the Pauper Gauntlet at all on our YouTube channel, it will look very familiar. We were much more successful with Stompy and Pauper because I can afford all the good cards in Pauper because it's a much cheaper format. And as you can see, there's just about 1 billion 1-drops in the Pauper list. But Dan has been doing very well with this deck in the Pauper Gauntlet. It's in the final 2. I don't know why this does this. So it's a very strong contender for winning the Pauper Gauntlet. It's Stompy and Burn are left in the Pauper Gauntlet right now. So I played this and went 3-0 yesterday, which was pretty sweet. I enjoyed those games much more than going 0-2 today in Modern. I don't think that mono-green Stompy is really super high in Modern. I think red-green aggro is a better way to go. Man. I used to have a good red-green aggro list for Modern around, but you can see I went through and I culled out a lot of my less than optimal lists, so we don't have them now. I've got black-white tokens set up because it's one of my favorite lists. It's also a fun budget Modern list. These sorts are not on these days. So this is my budget black-white tokens list. I do love playing this list. And I think black-white tokens is going to be more and more of a thing after Fate Reforged. We got some fun stuff to play with in there. So it's also got my favorite sideboard cards like Stony Silence and Rest in Peace. White is just my favorite sideboard color in general. So it's pretty good. We don't have Zealous Persecutions in the main like many do. We stick with straight up anthems and go forth and destroy things. Our discard is limited to Castigates and Tide Hollow Scullers, which I quite like because they exile cards, which is important in the Modern format. We played Hexproof last week for my Paupers and Kings article. This was the Modern list. I did shell out a little bit of cash for this Hexproof list, even though it was still on a budget. It was less on a budget than the Stompy list is. See that? That's just annoying. But check that out at magicgatheringstrat.com. There we go. My article from Tuesday, Paupers and Kings, Green-White Bogles, where we look at Pauper and Modern ports for fun and profit. This sort sucks. Moto sucks. Missless sucks. Missness sucks. He's not coming back. We're not going to have time to finish this game. And here I was thinking that I might actually be able to win this one. I'm going to count this as a win. Even though you didn't show up, it's going to be our last match of the day anyway. Because I've been playing 3 with each. So, if you have any lists that you think port well between Modern and Pauper, I'm going to stop clicking around. Yeah, if you have any lists that you think are good in both Pauper and Modern, if you play both formats, feel free to let me know in the comments on the article at magicgatheringstrat.com is the best place. I can pull that up real quick. In the comments on the videos on YouTube is a good place. On Facebook, you can follow me on Twitter at bava_mtg. But yes. If you are not checking out our site, we have daily articles. We cover EDH, Standard Pauper, Modern, Pauper, Legacy. And here's my article from Tuesday looking at Bogles across the formats. So come on by, check it out. Next Tuesday will be a similar article on Stompy. And if you have other suggestions for decks for me to try out, let me know in the comments. And I will try and make that work. There's some other good ones, obviously. Zoo. Budget Zoo would be fun in Modern. Probably Little Zoo. It's the mana basin Zoo that's hard in Modern if you're going to stay on a budget. Because the mana base can get quite expensive in Modern. Burn, of course, I pretty much have all the cards for Burn. Goblins, I could probably do budget Elves in Modern. Those are all good Pauper decks. So I'll probably try those. I wanted to highlight Stompy mainly because it's one of the last decks standing in the Pauper Gauntlet. And I wanted to showcase it for Dan. But there's plenty of videos to watch on it over there. Huh. My highlights from yesterday did not make it over to YouTube. That's so weird. Alright. We win. I wanted to draw cards because I wanted to see what we were going to get. Garruk's Companion makes my Hydra bigger. Rancor makes Garruk's Companion bigger and adds to my Hydra. Let's see, would that be lethal? We're trying to get to 33, so 2 cards. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Plus 15 is 20. Plus 12 is 32. Not quite, unless we got him to not block something else. Nope. Other Rancor. Alright. We're 4 cards away from getting there, which is a little chintzy, but we'll never get to know, because we needed that Companion and the Rancor and the other Rancor, and then that guy would have been lethal. No, you know what? That's not true, because if we did that better, we were 2 cards in, because we play the Companion, and that adds to our aspect of Hydra. Then we play the Rancor on a different creature, like the Predator Ooze, and that gets us probably at least 1 more point of damage. We use the Dismember on the attack, and we'd have to use the Dismember before. I'd have to think ahead enough. Right, we would have had to use some Vines on the way with the Companion again. Yeah, I think we were 2 turns away from victory, so we had it was his turn? Oh no. This turn, next turn. I think we could have won next turn. But we'll never know. But that's what I'm gonna say. That would have just been 1 game, but still good enough. So yeah, that's it. Check out our videos, youtube.com/magicgatheringstrat. Check out the website, magicgatheringstrat.com, and follow me on Twitter, bava_MTG. You can follow us on Facebook too. It's Magic Gathering Strat, in case you couldn't guess. Thank you for joining me on Twitch. That's it for today's stream. Yeah, I'll catch you all next time.